Jurassic World's Camp Cretaceous Season 5 is just around the corner now, just a little over a month away, and we've got Jurassic World Dominion releasing as well, which will tie in to Camp Cretaceous Season 5. And one of the things I am hearing is the Giganotosaurus actually in Camp Cretaceous Season 5? Yes, you heard that right. As unbelievable as it may sound, there is some potential evidence to show that it will be in Camp Cretaceous Season 5. So this is your spoiler alert. If you don't want to know anything about Season 5, cut this video off now. Right, let's get straight into it. So hello everybody and welcome to today's video with me, Shadows, where we're going to be talking about the Giganotosaurus in Jurassic World's Camp Cretaceous Season 5. Yes, that is correct, in Season 5. Now a lot of you might be sitting there thinking, well, is that even possible? Because Dominion's in 2022, Camp Cretaceous Season 5 is in 2016. Is there a Giganotosaurus in 2016? Well, believe it or not, we have evidence to suggest it was actually made in 2014, believe it or not, along with the Indominus Rex, because they use Giganotosaurus DNA in the Indominus Rex. Now, we don't explicitly see the Giganotosaurus in Jurassic World, but we do know it was going to be featured in Jurassic World's Fallen Kingdom, but was actually cut out. So you can see here from the original concepts of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom that there was going to be a Giganotosaurus on Isla Nublar, which is absolutely insane. So it shows that they had ideas, and that InGen had actually cloned the Giganotosaurus back in 2014, which would then have filtered into the Fallen Kingdom scenes you see in this concept art here. Now we know that the Giganotosaurus was actually cloned by Biocen. Now it doesn't give us any information or actual dates when Biocen had cloned the Giganotosaurus, but it's obviously there at some point, and it's there before it goes into the Biocen Valley. So then how will then this link into Camp Cretaceous? Well, we know the original ending for Camp Cretaceous Season 5 was actually the original ending they were going to use in Jurassic World Dominion, which is absolutely insane, because you see Colin Trevorrow talk about it here in this article. So that means that we could indeed see the Giga in its early life cycle at the end of Camp Cretaceous, because Manticorp might actually sell off its dinosaurs to Biocen, or Biocen could actually own Manticorp in some shape or form, because we know that Manticorp go on to use the underground illegal dinosaur fighting rings, and we actually see that Giganotosaurus with lots of scars on its snout, lots of scars on its body, to show that it's been in lots and lots of combat. Now if Biocen is indeed a sanctuary, why would it have all these scars on it as if it's been fighting other dinosaurs? So we could have actually seen that Biocen were using their Giganotosaurus with Manticorp with these fighting rings and fighting chips. It is indeed a possibility, because we knew it was going to be in these original movies such as Fallen Kingdom. We know that it's going to have been cloned to potentially use that DNA for the Indominus Rex as well. So how would it show up in Camp Cretaceous? My thoughts are it would be that they were using a young Giganotosaurus, obviously not fully matured potentially, to fight and see its battle prowess. Biocen obviously engineered this Giganotosaurus, and we could see it at the end of Camp Cretaceous fighting some of the dinosaurs, and then it being shipped off to some facility in Biocen Sanctuary, which would make total sense and would make a complete connection to Jurassic World Dominion. Especially if whatever this ending is for Camp Cretaceous was going to be the original ending for Jurassic World Dominion, surely it would have to feature the Giganotosaurus, because that is very prominent in their plans. So if they've now decided that the original ending for Dominion is Camp Cretaceous' ending, surely that's going to feature some type of plot from Dominion as well, such as we could see that Giganotosaurus face off against the T-Rexes, maybe the Spinosaurus. It is a possibility. I would say it's a long shot to see the Giga in there, but the possibility is there. So we could, and that's another reason why they could be releasing it after Dominion, because if you remember, Season 4 released back in December, which is gone 7 months by the time they release this new season, which is out of pace, because usually they'd release the seasons in 6 months or less intervals. So it's gone slightly longer, and that's probably because they don't want any spoilers for the Jurassic World Dominion movie, which makes sense, especially if they were going to use the ending, like I said, as the original Dominion ending. So could we see that Giganotosaurus as the new dinosaur in Season 5? Because if you think about it, the teaser trailer, which we've seen, has shown nearly all the dinosaurs, which would leave very little room for any surprise dinosaurs in there, because we know the Spinosaurus is in there, we know the T-Rexes are in there, we know the Velociraptors are in there. So what twists and turns and surprises in regards to dinosaurs could we see in Camp Cretaceous Season 5 unless the Giga was in there? Or maybe they bring the Triceratops into it, which would be lovely as well, because we haven't seen that on screen in God knows how long. But anyway, yes, there is a little bit of evidence to point that we could see the Giga in there from the fact that we know that it was used in 2014. Whether it was cloned in 2014 by InGen or not is another matter, and we also know it was going to be in Fallen Kingdom. So at some point they would have had a Giga prior to Fallen Kingdom, which is 2018. So in 2016 they would have had to add a juvenile Giga, or maybe even a grown Giga at some point there. I would say you could see like a sub-adult Giga in 2016 with the events of Camp Cretaceous, and then it could go on to Biosyn Sanctuary after it's done its fighting, its underground fighting rings. We could see it face off against the Spino, Rexy, etc. in these like mini tournaments, these brain chip control tournaments, which we see because we know the dinosaurs are obviously going to be controlled via these brain chips and controllers. So we could actually see the Giganotosaurus face off against them and see they could be testing it for its battle prowess, testing its abilities before it goes on to Biosyn Sanctuary, because Biosyn could actually own Manticorp, believe it or not. It could be a subdivision of Biosyn, and then you could see then them clone the Giganotosaurus, fight these other dinosaurs, test its abilities, and go, right, we're now shipping this off to our new fancy facility we've got, which we're naming the Biosyn Sanctuary, and they take the Giga away. They could even take all the other dinosaurs, because again, at the end of this season, where are all these dinosaurs going to go? Because we know Manticorp is going to be dissolved, so where are these dinosaurs going to go? And again, it would fit in with the Dominion storyline of Biosyn taking all these dinosaurs, bringing them to their sanctuary, and labelling it as, oh, we're looking after these dinosaurs, when really they're testing their abilities, because this Giga has got all these scars all over its body, all over its snout, and that wouldn't happen unless they were using them in some type of fighting or battles. And if they were really looking out for these animals, they wouldn't be putting them in cages or exhibits with each other where they're going to fight. So that would have had to happen either in the sanctuary or before the sanctuary, where they were using these dinosaurs to fight. Anyway, I'm rambling on a little bit about these fighting dinosaurs. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'd like to thank my Patreons for supporting this video, because it is funded on Patreon. If you want to help support the channel, check out my Patreon. Don't forget to check out my merch shop. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure you go watch other videos on the channel, because there are plenty on Camp Cretaceous and Jurassic World. I'm Shadows, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.